All right, so here's the official story of what happened today, and it's funny because last year, September or October, was it November? Maybe November. One of them, when we were in New Mexico doing our little treasure hunt stuff, I had an opportunity to go to Los Angeles, be part of a like movie screening for the Flight of the Navigator, where they brought in like the original director and producers and the stars and all these people, because they're gonna rewatch the show again or the movie again. But my friend Ash and his girlfriend Lisa, who run the New Kids in the Blockchain channel, and she has her own channel too. They do these documentaries of life after Navigator, life after Atreyu from Neverending Story. There's one they're working on too, and it's kind of like what happened to the person. And it's a fascinating story with the character Joey. His real name is Joey. What happened after the Flight of the Navigator? You know, I couldn't wait to see the documentary. So I couldn't go on that trip because I had my two buddies with me. I'm like leave them at the house in New Mexico while I go do this thing for a day or two. Fly back. I just couldn't do it. But afterwards, I really kind of regretted not doing it anyways. Like I really wanted to go be a part of that. And so my friend Ash says, "Hey, we're doing this screening now today, Sunday." He told me in advance, 2 o'clock Eastern time. We're gonna have again some of the characters of the stars of the movie. Joey will be there. We're gonna have this big Zoom call, and then we're gonna also watch the actual documentary that they put together about this. And so I have a link to it that I'm gonna watch tonight or tomorrow. I just haven't had time yet. So this event that happened to me today. It's nearly 2 o'clock. I'm minutes away. I get upstairs. I turn my laptop on. I log into Zoom. I see a bunch of people coming in, and I'm muted, so I'm just sitting there waiting. And within a minute, maybe two, my daughter comes up. "Daddy, did you call for a plumber or something? The plumber guy, he's here." I'm like, "No, I have not called the plumber. No, he's here. Someone's here." She goes, "Yeah, he's in the house right now." Now we had several friends and their kids at our house today, and my friend Bill and his wife, and my whole family too, during the day. Again, it's like 2 p.m. So I'm like, "Plumber? What the hell? Who is it? What is it?" So I walk out my room, and I'm like looking down. I see the guy. He's like, they have him looking under the kitchen sink for some reason. He's looking under the kitchen sink. I'm like, what's going on? "Oh, I'm a plumber. Someone here called for someone. I got a service call for plumbing here." Now I'm looking at this guy, and I'm looking at the way he's dressed. He's not wearing a uniform. Nothing about plumber says this guy. No tools in his hand. No nothing in his hand. He's wearing slipper type flip flop things. What address do you have? He gave me the address. Of course, you could have looked on the mailbox and said that. Okay. Do you know who called? No. I just had a service call to come to this address. Okay, well, nobody here called. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I might have the wrong house. Sorry about that. He runs out, not runs, but quickly goes out the front door. My whole body is telling me the whole time I saw him, something is majorly wrong here. And I'm realizing, okay, well, he's gone now. Maybe he just had the wrong house. You know what I mean? He got the address wrong. He's one house off or something. Let me go back in here and be a part of this Zoom meeting that I've been dying to do now for a while. Again, second time to deal with Flight of the Navigator stuff. So my body's like, "Yeah, go up there and finish." And my other part of my body's like, No. You get your ass down there right now and follow him. See if he goes to someone else's house or he just exit the neighborhood. And get his plate number just in case. So I end up getting on the my electric trike thing. And I'm following him. I see him. He's leaving the neighborhood. He's not going to anybody else's house. So I start catching up to him. And he just like pulls over. and basically his truck stalled out. He's got a pretty newish truck, Ford Ranger, four-door, some type of Ford. I think it was a Ranger. Definitely newer model. Shouldn't be stalling out and having starting problems and go 10 feet, stalls out again. So I said, hold on a second. You're a plumber. Yeah. Who do you work for? Well, I do work for myself. I'm a handyman. Okay. And you got a call to come to my house today. Yep. What's the customer name on the order? And now he's getting real nervous. I can see him shaking, kind of. He's getting nervous. They didn't give me a name. They just told me to give me the address. Okay, well, walk me through how you got the call. Like, how did that happen? Well, I think it was a text. I got a text message. Okay, can you look at the text message and tell me see who it came from? I don't have my phone. I don't have it with me. Now he's getting real nervous. You don't have a phone. Well, I have a phone. Yeah, I have a phone, but it's not with me. Where's your phone at? It's at the house. It's at my house. My mom's got it. This dude is older than I am. My mom's got it. He goes, I'm heading there right now. I'll go get the phone and come right back and show it to you. I said, yeah, do that. Come back. So I leave. I go get in my Honda Pilot and come back down. I still see him down there fiddling with his truck. I'm a good ways away. And I went ahead and called 911. Told him what happened. Now, unfortunately, we, through our friend, let him in. Our friend let him in. She didn't know any better. She said, someone obviously called a plumber. He's here. And told him to come in. So we couldn't really do anything about that. But the police were trying to go after him for either loitering or trespassing or something. Because I do have a no trespassing sign on my front property. But anyway, so that's kind of where that stops. So you'll recall I had dreams recently, a few weeks ago, and I came out and told you guys, boy, matter of fact, when was the video? I got my videos up. Because I remember saying, let me scroll down. And then my wife's dream about the flooding. I remember that one. There's before that. Glitch. Insider. Woo-woo. Live stream. Sleeper cell attack. I remember that dream. Woo-woo friend. 1111. I'm just trying to... When the heck did I do this in one video? It might have been during... was it the live stream possibly? Anyways, you guys know I did this video. So, I had 3 dreams that the house I was living in was burglarized while I was home. Basically, armed robbery. Then I had it a second time, slightly different, different kind of scenario, but the same thing. And then I had it a third time. That was the most recent. And in that particular one, I shot and killed both of the robbers. So I came out and did a video and said, hey guys, in case you're listening right now, my prophetic dreams, you may want to pay attention because you're going to be Swiss cheese with an AK-47 if you even think you're going to come into my house. So, I don't know the title of the video. So it just made me think, wow, this guy just came to case my house, basically case my house out. To come inside and look around. What does this guy have? Not that there was much, honestly. If he looked around, which he was downstairs in the living room, okay, we've got a couple 3-year-old 55-inch TV. It's not even a big one. It's a 55. There was nothing else really out there. Like downstairs, some couches, kitchen stuff. So he probably looked around. But, again, he's looking at casing my joint out. So I'm thinking to myself after all this happened, you went into my property, you saw the no trespassing sign, you pretended to be a plumber, And for all intents and purposes, I bet he planned on knocking on the door and expecting the homeowner to answer, me or my wife, and say, no, we didn't call a plumber, you got the wrong house. Oh, okay, sorry, and then he would have left. He just wanted to get close enough to the property to kind of look around. So our friend, unfortunately, oh, come on in. So he came into the house probably completely unprepared to come into the house, because now he's going to be put on the spot. Oh, you're a plumber? Yeah, come on in. And he's probably thinking, holy shit, did these people actually call a plumber and I showed up? Oh, crap. I'm not going to be able to fix anything. I'm an effing criminal. So the police told me he used to live in Florida. He moved out of Florida. He's total riffraff, track record and all. Came back to Florida about a month ago. Got arrested for meth possession, usage, something. Got in trouble for meth. So clearly he's casing places, trying to find his next place where he can break into and steal some stuff, sell it, and get his meth habit taken care of for that day. So that was a little startling, to say the least. And I've got some pretty good security measures here. Of course, broad daylight, people knocking on the door, packages coming, it's nothing new. So again, you got someone who's that brazen to come into my house and try to do that. God help you if you come back, you and your friend or whatever. He was by himself. In my dream, I do explicitly recall 2 people. And like I said, that there might have been a third. But of course, it might simply be 2 people go in. The third person's in the getaway car, down at the end of the street or something. Or at any of the driveway for that matter. So, I'm prepared to deal with this kind of stuff. And, especially at nighttime, but to see someone come up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there were at least 2 or 3 cars in the driveway, our friends. The garage doors were open, so my car was in there. My wife's van was in there. And he still drove up with his truck. Again, I think he wanted to just knock on the door. He got close enough to maybe look in the garage or one of those numbers. And just to see if there's anything we're still. Which my generator was sitting right there next to my car inside the garage. But a few $100 generator, whatever. But maybe for him, it might be worth his next, meth hit. I'm pretty sure he was expecting us to say no, we didn't have a plumber, because I had my wife where I answered. She would have said, let me get my husband. Joe, did you call a plumber? No, hell no, I didn't call a plumber. Has he got crack? When he bends over, has he got crack? Well, I ain't no plumber. So, anyways, that's that's what happened. And so my next thing is, when I go to bed tonight, and the next following nights, I'm going to be asking my guides, is this it? Is it over now? Or they or someone else, whatever, coming back? And if so, you've already showed me an armed robbery 3 times. Show me another armed robbery tonight. That'll be my sign that no, they or someone still plans to come. If it wasn't him, someone else is coming. Whatever. All I need to know is, should I be, on the lookout now, like extra cautionary? And I've got alarm systems, I've got camera systems, I've got detection systems that are like epic. on the property, in my house, on the outside of my house, far from my house. Like, you're really not close without me knowing. Not that this guy necessarily knew that, but last thing I want to do, honestly, regardless if someone's trying to steal from me, I don't want to have to shoot and kill somebody. I don't want to know that I killed somebody, really. But again, if you're that bold to come onto my property, potentially causing harm to my family and I, especially after you already got caught by the cops, you're coming back? That means you have absolutely no disregard for my family or my safety. And therefore, if you even attempt to come into my house, you don't have to break in. All you have to do is start jiggling my door handles and try to get in. And there's going to be something flying through that door right at you at, faster than the speed of sound. And it's going to take off a limb, at least, if it hits you. So, anyways, there's that. And, me and my friend Bill were talking a little bit. He said, Things are going to get rough for a lot of people. Not everybody. So even though this guy might be trying to deal with his meth habit, what about people who don't necessarily have the meth habit? They just lost their job. The coronavirus lockdown destroyed their livelihood, whatever it may be. They don't think it's going to get any better. Oh my gosh. A bunch of people are going to become thieves and start to break into people's houses? I mean, it could happen. But again, I got a lot of faith in Trump. I think he'll turn things around and, save us from that. But again, right now, people don't know that. They don't know. Most people don't know Trump's actually going to turn this thing around. He's going to win. He'll show the election fraud. And then he's going to make our country great again and keep it great. We're going to have to deal with sleeper cells potentially attacking people, attacking things. The deep state slashing their, flashing and flipping their tail, the dragon tail, as they die, so to speak. The dragon dies. They're going to cause problems. Order out of chaos, right? As they say. So we have to be prepared for these things. That's why I have guns. That's why I have extra ammunition. And, I don't want to be the person that, oh, let me go get my concealed weapons permit. Oh, there's a mile-long wait now. Let me go to the gun store and buy some. Oh, my God, they're out of ammo. 1 box per person limit right now. What? That kind of crap. That's why I got all my stuff in advance. I still want a little more. And actually, someone gave me some 357 Magnum. And was that 380 theirs also, or was it the 40? Smith & Wesson. I think it was they gave me some 380 also, actually. So, I had quite a bit before that. So, I don't expect to be needing that kind of freaking ammunition, to tell you the truth. But it sure doesn't hurt to have some, right? So, yeah, anyways, that's the story. And, like I said, this guy Richard reached out to me, the shaman guy, months ago. Joe, spirit guides want me to work with you. You're going to unlock some abilities. They're going to help me do it for you. Blah, 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 blah. You're not even know who you are in a few years from now, but in a few months from now, you'll already see some major changes. Oh, I've seen some major changes. If I wasn't out here recording these videos in advance and then coming out and saying shit like this, you could easily troll me. Of course, I still get trolls anyways, regardless. But I've still come out. I tell you my dreams. Hey, look, this. And then boom, this shit happens today in broad daylight, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Whoa. So let that be a lesson for everybody. Hey, people are desperate. Never underestimate someone who's desperate. For whatever reason they're desperate for. Drug problem, owes somebody gambling money problem, I just need to feed my family problem, I need to pay my bills, I'm going to steal that problem. As things progress with what these effing Democrats and deep state have done to everybody. So, can everybody afford to go, oh, I'm going to put up a big 6-foot security fence, it takes money. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'll make a compound, oh, it takes money. Oh, how much are you going to do? And is everything foolproof? Can someone not jump a fence? Can someone not jump over your gate? You know what I mean? Oh, I just spent $5,000 putting up a gate. Oh, they jumped over it. Okay. Of course, it's a deterrent. And that kind of thing, honestly, and I didn't have one at first, and actually I'm highly considering getting one right now anyways. It's funny because me and my wife have been talking about this for months. We probably should get a gate. We should get, because then our dog can run around free without worrying about him getting away. And just, again, not a bad security feature anyway. So we were actually talking about this months ago. Maybe we should get a gate. Maybe we should get a fence. Oh, Now it's like, yeah, I think I'm going to call someone just to be safe. Because again, if riffraff's coming in your neighborhood, and not everyone has a gated house, property, but some do, some don't. You're the riffraff guy who needs his quick fix and break in, steal something fast, and get out. When people usually break in, they're expecting an alarm, at least in this neighborhood, so they know that the alarm's not even going to go off for 30 seconds or so to the police. They're going to smash and grab and leave. That's usually what happens. But if you got a gate to deal with that's closed, your car's outside, what are you going to park your car in the middle of the street where all the neighbors can see you, jump my fence or someone's fence, then break in, then carry the shit you stole out and also bring it with you over the fence back to your car? It's a big deterrent. And for that reason alone, I'm gonna have one here installed in the next probably 2 days. ASAP. Get over here, put that fence up, just as an additional security feature. All my other security stuff, I don't really have to do anything with it. I may add a couple more things to the fence now. We already have a fence, just not a completed fence, and I'm basically wanting to complete it. So I may add a couple additional things to that part of it, but it doesn't matter anyways. You know, they're not getting anywhere on my property without me knowing about it. So that is that. There's the update. Stay safe, my friends.